Professor Suzana is a professor in biochemistry in Faculty Medicine, UKM. Graduated from University Malaysia with Bachelor of Science, HONS, in 1992 and obtained PhD medical biochemistry from the same university in 1997. She went to Graduate School of Pharmaceutical Science, Hokkaido University, Japan, in 2000, and then the following Institute, Oregon, USA, in 2008 for research attachment. Without further delay, I would like to invite Professor Suzana to present his research group activities and scope. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Thank you, Dr. Haikal, for the kind introduction. So let me share my screen first. So can you all see my slides?
Cannot, Prof. We cannot see your slide.
Okay, maybe just I stop sharing for a while and then I reshare. Okay. Can you all see?
Yes, Prof. Yes.
Okay. But I just wondered, I already, okay. Slideshow, is it already in the slideshow mode?
Not yet, Prof. I think your internet connection is not so good.
Yeah, most probably. Just hold on, eh? Okay. So our research group is Aging and Degenerative Diseases Research Group. And this is the list of members in the group. We have Professor Dr. Nozana Abdul Ghaffar from Department of Anatomy, Professor Dr. Zulkifli Mat Zainuddin, Associate Professor Dr. Azman Abdullah, Associate Professor Dr. Gunjo N, Associate Professor Dr. Chua Kien Hui, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Hanafi Ahmad Damanhuri, Associate Professor Dr. Siti Fatimah Ibrahim, Associate Professor Dr. Jamal Risapuan, Associate Professor Dr. Rabani Ramli, Associate Professor Dr. Aznida Filza Abdul Aziz, Associate Professor Dr. Nolaili Muhammad Tohid, Associate Professor Dr. Chan Lai Fong, Dr. Nur Akmal Sharila, Dr. Kaizurin, Dr. Ikram, Dr. Tanjen Kit, Dr. Muhammad Luqman Nasaruddin, Dr. Nur Wahidah, Dr. Liu Woon Sai Cheng, Dr. Fairuz Ali, Dr. Yoh Chihni, Dr. Zainah Muhammad, Dr. Osman Liza, Dr. Hashim, Dr. Lau, Dr. Manira, Dr. Muhammad Dain, Dr. Atika Haizum, Dr. Farah Hanan, Dr. Mariati from Faculty of Dentistry, Dr. Ismailiza, and Dr. Muhammad Amir Tamaruzaman. So besides these key researchers, of course, we also have the support from the research officer and scientific officer, as well as the technicians and also postgraduate students. So as I already mentioned, the department members come from various departments here, such as biochemistry, pharmacology, physiology, anatomy, Department of Medicine, Family Medicine, Orthopedic, Psychiatry, Emergency Medicine, Surgery, Anesthesiology and Intensive Care, Tissue Engineering Center, and also Craniofacial Diagnostics and Biosciences from Faculty of Dentistry. So these are the key members of the research group, and they are doing various types of research. So among the research focus as shown in this slide, I'm not going to show the detailed research conducted by each researcher, but only highlighting the research focus of the members in the group. So the first one is on cellular senescence or cellular aging. This is mainly done by myself. Okay, I'm focusing on cellular senescence or cellular aging, or is also known as replicative senescence, by using different types of in vitro model. The group member is also using various types of antioxidants as an intervention for aging. So there are different natural products that are used by the research team to delay or prevent aging. And these antioxidants are natural products or antioxidants that are available commercially. Molecular neuroscience is another research focus. So many of us in the group are studying the neuroscience aspects of aging by using in vitro model as well as in vivo by using animal model. So in terms of the platforms, we are using proteomics, metabolomics, and lipidomics platforms using the Orbitrap LCMS system that is available in the biochemistry department. Some of our research team also is doing wound healing and also molecular bone biology and pathology, as well as the stem cell and regenerative medicine and tissue engineering, which are mainly the research focus of the research members from Tissue Engineering Center. Another focus which is very current, I think, is the mitochondrial research. So some of us is also doing measuring mitochondrial function in relation to energy production. So in terms of the instruments, we have got Ouroboros system, which can be used to measure membrane potential, but of course other research method also can be used to measure mitochondrial function, such as by using ELISA technique. Our research member from the physiology department, their focus is on reproduction, reproduction, aging, okay? And also healthy aging is also another research focus that is mainly done by the research member from the family medicine department. Clinical rehabilitation is another aspect that is currently being researched. Mental health and suicidal behavior. These are the two research focus that is being carried out by the research member from the psychiatric department. Other research focus that we are currently focusing are primary care, chronic care, longer term stroke care, stroke management. So this is actually being carried out by one of the researchers from the family medicine department. So finally, it's about the neuromuscular and neuroimmunology disorders. Okay, and this normally is currently done in the clinical settings, okay, by using our patients. For the preclinical study, there are various types of aging model that the research group has developed. Okay, the first one is the human diploid fibroblast cells, which are derived from the skin of 9 to 12-year-old boys. So this is actually the primary culture of human diploid fibroblasts, and this model is commonly used to study the molecular mechanism of aging, as well as can be used to study the effect of intervention, especially if we are focusing on the replicative senescence or cellular senescence of human aging. So besides human diploid fibroblasts, we also have the worms, which is the C. elegans. So this C. elegans represents, in terms of the characteristic of the worms, it represents a human. So it can also be used as one of the model to study aging. So besides C. elegans, which is the worm, we can also use yeast. So yeast is also available and is being used as one of the models in our study, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, okay, which is available in our lab, okay, and can be used as one of the models. Cardiomyocytes, okay, cardiomyocyte, which is also derived from the heart of the animal. So this model has also been optimized and can be used as one of the aging model to study the molecular mechanism as well as for the intervention. So other than the in vitro model, we also have the animal model. So we currently use either mouse or rats. So for rats, normally the rats will be divided into 3 different age groups, which are rats are kept at 9 months old, and also 3 months old, as well as 21-month-old, which are equivalent to the human age. Okay? And 3 months old is equivalent to 20 years old human, while 9-month-olds of rat equivalent to above 35-year-old humans, and the 21-year-old rats is equivalent to 60 years old human. So besides the rats, for the in vivo study, we have also setting up a small lab, okay, for the zebrafish. So this zebrafish is another in vivo model that is available in our lab and can be used to study aging. So another in vitro model that we have developed is the human myoblast cells. So human myoblasts also show similar characteristic as human diploid fibroblasts, whereby these cells can undergo replicative senescence or cellular senescence after a certain number of population doubling. And of course, besides the in vitro study and the in vivo study, we are also currently doing human study. So at the moment, we have 3 clinical trials ongoing by using the tocotrienol rich fraction as well as ginger active compounds, which are given to human subjects aged between 35 to 50 years old, as well as human subjects with age above 50 years old. So these are the different types of models that are available. And of course, if anybody is interested to study aging or to study any compound, you can always join us, okay? And we can always share, because these are readily available, okay, in the lab. So in terms of the natural products, because we are studying the effect of antioxidants on aging, so these are the different types of natural products that currently used in the ongoing study. So we have ginger or Zingiber officinale, yeah, Chlorella vulgaris, which is algae that can be easily found in pond, but we have our system that we can culture the algae in the lab. Therefore, it can be used in our study. And besides ginger and Chlorella vulgaris, we are also using honey. But of course, for honey, there are different types of honey that can be used. Okay, and because the honey can come from different type of flowers. Okay, and besides ginger, the algae, Chlorella vulgaris, and honey, of course, the main product or the main compound that we are studying is actually tocotrienol rich fraction, or our palm tocotrienol rich fraction. So for the study with tocotrienol rich fraction, currently we are collaborating with SIMDABI as well as with Davos Life Science Singapore and also with MPOB. And besides the ginger, honey, chlorella vulgaris, and palm tocotrienol, some of the research member is also using bird's nest as the compound to delay aging or to prevent aging and degenerative diseases. So this is our strength. We have got many research grants, and I'm showing only the active research grant that we have for the year 2021 and 2022. So because the target is for all research members to have at least one research university grant and also to have at least one outside grant, maybe the grant from the ministry. So that is the minimum for the research member to try to achieve. Okay, and in terms of the amount, okay, we have GGPM or Grant Galakkan Pendidik Muda. Two of our research members is currently having GGPM research grant with the amount of 79,000. 16 of our research members have received or currently having the grant fundamental faculty perubatan or the FFF grant. One of us has received the Dana Padanan Kolaborasi and also one Dana Impak Perdana. This grant ganjaran penerbitan is based, this depends on the number of publications. So 16 of us actually have got grant ganjaran penerbitan. For GUP, we have 2 GUP's grant and one undergraduate grant or Mutiara grant for the undergraduate research. For the grant outside of the university, so 9 of the research members have got the FRGS grant with the total amount of 1.4 million, and also we have one researcher who has got PRGS grant or prototype research grant scheme. And we are also very fortunate to receive one research grant from the industry, and they give us 966,000. Okay, so this is actually the collaboration that we have with Davos Life Science Singapore, or in Malaysia, the Davos Life Science is represented by KLK Oleo Malaysia. So therefore, the total current grant that the research group is holding is actually roughly around 3.6 million. For the year, in terms of the output, okay, for the year 2021, our research group members managed to publish 120 papers. So out that 120 papers, 30 papers were actually published in Q1 journal. Okay, another 32 were published in Q2 journal, 5 in Q3, and 12 in Q4. Therefore, this number, 62, 74, 79, okay? 79 out of 120 were actually published in journals indexed in Web of Science, while the balance are published in Scopus or maybe in the different, but not in the Web of Science journals. So these are the examples of papers, okay, published in Q1 journals. In terms of the collaborators and grant funders, we have been working together with the SIMDABI, okay, which represent the industry for quite some time already. Okay. SIMDABI Berhad. We also have collaborators from Malaysian Japan International Institute of Technology or MJIIT. Miracle Berhad, one of the local collaborator. KLK Oleo or Davos Life Science, as I mentioned earlier, we also have an active collaboration with Institute for Research in Biomedicine from Barcelona, Spain, as well as with Ouroboros Instruments. So these Ouroboros Instruments are the company that supplied the machine for the mitochondrial function analysis. On top of the collaborator, of course, we have got the local funder, okay, the grant from our university, UKM, as well as from KPT and MOSTI. Okay, so these are some of our research activities. Okay, we have like meetings, okay, or discussion with the collaborators, with Samdabi Berhad, okay, here with the Davos Lab Science. So from time to time, we set a progress meeting to discuss the progress of the research. And this one with Miracle Berhad. And just recently, we plan to work together with Euglena company from Japan. And this Euglena was introduced to us by Leaf Nest, okay? Leaf Nest. So, but the process is still ongoing, and we hope that there is a positive news from Euglena later in terms of funding, so that we can work together. So other research activities are conducted by the research group. Okay, we just an example here, we conducted a mitochondrial workshop with Ouroboros Instrument, and the co-founder of the Ouroboros Instrument himself, okay, Professor Dr. Eric Niger, came to our department to conduct the workshop on mitochondrial function. We also this is like the activity with other researchers from outside of UKM. We conducted a metabolomic workshop, okay, to share our experience on the platform. And we in 2018 and 2015, we managed to organize an international conference, which is International Conference on Antioxidant and Degenerative Diseases. So this maybe can also be done again in future. And of course, since we have got clinical trials, we also have an engagement with the community. So this is just example of our activity with Club Warga Emas in Klang Valley. So this is to show some of the research activities. Okay, here just to show that we have got our, in terms of the advanced instrument, okay, we in our study we are also using PET CT scan, okay, which is also available at the biochemistry department to measure the changes, okay, in the small animals by using the PET CT scan. And we also frequently use the DEXA instrument available in Department of Pharmacology for the measurement of bone integrity, as well as body composition and also muscle function. We also work together with UiTM Puncak Alam. Okay, so this for the muscle function study. So we are using their instruments. So we brought our animals to their lab to measure the parameters indicating muscle performance and muscle function. So again, more activities with the communities, okay, with the public, okay, because we are recruiting our subjects for the clinic for the 3 clinical trials that we are running now. So the 2 clinical trials are for the tocotrienol study, and 1 clinical trial is for the ginger study. So in terms of the strategies for enhancing aging and neurodegenerative disease research, this is the plan, of course. Start by to strengthen the multidisciplinary research ecosystem. and also to enhance or nurture research skills, especially in the young lecturers. So this can be done through brainstorming session. We also plan to have a proposal development workshop, okay, and maybe can also suggest the young researchers to go for a research training or lab attachment workshops, as well as attending seminars and conferences, so that we can increase, besides to enhance the research skills, this activity also can increase networking and research partnership, because the target is to work together with the industry, with the non-government organizations, as well as with the ministry, and also to collaborate internationally. And the aim is to get more research grant, either the national, these are the usual research outputs that we are supposed to produce, the publications, patents, the MOUs or MOAs with the industry or the NGOs, the awards, okay, maybe can also produce later what policy paper besides producing PhD and master's student. Not only to have this kind of outputs, but the impact shall be shown to the society and to community. So I think that's all in terms of the strength, the achievement of the research group. And if you want to join our research group, if you want to know more about the aging and degenerative research group, of course, can always contact me or contact the research group members as listed in the earlier slides. With that, I would like to thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Suzana, for the precise presentation. So we move to next group presentation.